you're listening to this, chances are you're not new to network marketing. You build teams, you understand compensation plans, and you know what real leadership requires when momentum is high and when it's fragile. This isn't about whether you can succeed. You already have. This is about whether the model you're currently running still deserves your time, your energy, and your talent. At a certain level, frustration doesn't come from lack of skill, it comes from diminishing leverage. You put in years refining your systems, developing leaders, and doing everything right, yet the upside feels capped. Pricing keeps rising, retention feels more fragile, and the effort required to maintain income quietly increases every quarter. Many top performers eventually notice an uncomfortable pattern. The business demands more oversight but delivers less efficiency. You're still earning, but the operational drag is real. Endless onboarding calls, coaching basics that should have duplicated years ago, and damage control when policies change or leadership decisions land on your desk, not theirs. You didn't create the pricing, the rules, or the comp plan, but you're expected to defend them. That's where brand fatigue sets in. Not because the products are bad or the people are wrong, but because you're constantly carrying explanations you didn't design. You start to feel the misalignment between effort and reward. The comp plan technically works, but only under ideal conditions. Perfect timing, perfect positioning, perfect team behavior, and when one leg collapses, momentum goes with it. Over time, even strong leaders feel the quiet burnout of rebuilding, replacing churn, stabilizing morale, re-energizing teams that were supposed to be set. You begin to wonder if the system rewards true value creation or if the primary rewards early positioning and tolerance for complexity. This isn't failure, it's strategic dissatisfaction. And it's often the moment high-level builders start asking a different question, not how do I push harder, but is there a more elegant model? That's where curiosity enters, the idea that simplicity might actually scale better than sophistication. The leverage might not come from removing friction instead of adding incentives. The long-term sustainability depends less on hype and more on alignment. That's where many experienced leaders are quietly evaluating LiveGood, not as an emotional pivot, but as a strategic upgrade. LiveGood approaches the market differently. The pricing is mass market by design, which immediately reduces resistance and increases retention. Customers don't need to be convinced they're getting value. It's obvious. That alone changes the dynamic of duplication. There's no dependency on high-ticket auditorships just to keep commissions alive. Volume isn't forced, it's organic. The compensation plan is transparent and simple and rewarding actual movement rather than complexity. It's a system that scales whether your person recruits heavily or not, because it's built for consumption, not constant persuasion. What stands out to seasoned builders is the absence of theatrics, no pressure to build a personal brand, no performative hustle culture, no core requirement to constantly sell the dream. The model allows leaders to plug into the structure, let systems work, and focus on leadership rather than noise. Duplication doesn't dilute here, it stabilizes. And because the products are priced for real people, retention becomes a feature, not a constant battle. Importantly, this isn't about quitting what you're doing or burning any bridges. Many leaders view LiveGood as a parallel strategy, a hedge against fragile models and rising friction, a way to position early in a structure designed for long-term sustainability rather than short-term spikes. You're not being asked to believe anything, just evaluate, because timing and positioning still matters, especially when a model is built for scale instead of stress. If you're someone who values leverage over labor, simplicity over complexity, and alignment over constant defense, then it's worth seeing how this works from the inside. There's no credit card, no obligation, no commitment, just a clear look at a system many experienced leaders are calmly, strategically viewing. And every day you delay evaluating better leverage is a day someone else secures positioning. If nothing else, you'll gain perspective. And for the top performers, perspective is often the most valuable asset of all. So take the free tour in the description down below.